got the 950 HOEX. We got those pistons in there. And we're going to show you a run. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're in the dyno room, well, one of the dyno rooms, and we have the 950 HOEX, if I can get this thing to focus. Wow, there we go. All right, so we got the 950 HOEX in the dyno room. It's been in and out of here multiple times over the last 2 years because y'all know that we've been working on pistons and big bore kits and sleeves and all kinds of stuff that even gets into some really technical stuff that gets over my head. And we're gonna let Dave talk to us about it. But this thing is an awesome unit. Y'all know that I love my 950 HOEX, and there's a bunch of you that are out there that are performance junkies that have loved your 950 HOEX, and you may want to get into some project of rebuilding the engine, putting in a big bore kit, putting in better pistons. What, I don't know. You got all kinds of creative stuff going on, which is awesome. We love that, and we want to bring something to the market for you. And Dave's going to tell us a little bit about that. We may even fire this baby up and let you see a run because it's got some Team MSC pistons in it. But really just kind of want to talk to you about the pistons, and that we're actually getting them on the website now where people can buy them. So Dave, tell us what we got. We'll kind of start out just with what's available, and then we'll go from there.
We have 3 piston designs for a stock bore scenario. So you can use your stock cylinders with these pistons. Been working on them, like Blake said, for a couple years. We was almost going to release them a couple times, and then we ran them on the dyno and different things so much, we made a few other changes, and just life gets to us. So we're fixing to hit this performance market hard with the C4 stuff, the Z4 stuff, the U4 stuff,
yep.
Everything.
That's right.
These pistons will work in other combinations of stuff, but right now we're just fixing to put them on the website.
For the HOs,
yes.
ZFORCE HOs right now.
Right?
Yeah.
The 11.5 is basically the stock compression design piston. You can see our compression domes from the top. This is 11.5 over here to my left. I mean 12.5 to my left. 11.5
okay, 11.5 here.
Yeah, so you can see the 11.5 has a lot more disc than our 12.5. So just kind of showing that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
To see the difference there.
So 11.5, 12, and 12.5. So let's talk about why we designed the pistons the way we did, and why it's kind of took us a while to get them like we want them.
Yeah.
We didn't want to go in and build a tremendous amount of pistons for like stock valves, then oversized valves, and then turbo motors and nitrous motors. So we started out with the best in the beginning. And what I mean by that is you can take this 11.5 piston, and let's say that you've got a lot of miles on your unit, it's time for a rebuild, new rings, whatever, you're going in there.
Yeah.
You can buy this piston and use it as your replacement piston, but also it has so much more versatility to it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to get my words together, guys. I'm not great with videos or talking to people. I kind of stay to myself and tune and just design stuff. That's what I like to do. But this piston, it's made by CP Corilla.
Yeah.
They're the ones that build these pistons for us. Terry Stewart designs these pistons for us. We work with him on a lot of stuff, a lot of our gasket kits and stuff. We're using Cometic gaskets, multi-layer gaskets, the best in the business. We all know that. CP Corilla, best piston manufacturer in the business. It's just hand down the best quality of stuff. The reason I'm saying that so much is because they're not the cheapest on the market.
Yeah,
they're
true.
a high quality, great piston from the start. May not be for everybody, but it's for the guy that wants the best. So other scenarios or factors with these are we went ahead and put oversized valve reliefs in it. So if in the future we will be having big valve heads and stuff available. We already have heads CNC ported out, and then we're fixing to start doing our big valve heads and stuff. So we wanted the pistons to be able to work with all of our performance combinations as we go. We're fixing to set this market on fire with performance stuff. You can go 2mm, 3mm oversized valves with these, probably a little bigger. We actually had 1 and 2mm oversized in mind when we built these, but we wanted to leave some extra room. So they will clear for oversized. Let's say you're a performance guy and you want to do your own valve changing in your own heads and stuff. These are your pistons. They're already designed for that scenario.
That's awesome.
Also designed for larger valve lifts. So Valti and some other people have some cams available right now for it. We want to work with them in the future, maybe do some Team MSC cams with Valti but right now he has a great cam option, and these will be already set up for larger cam lifts in the future that will be coming out along with other stuff. The thing that we did see a whole lot in the beginning was you guys wanted to go nitrous, or you wanted to go turbo. Lots of guys were putting out, they were doing their builds and that stuff and wanting to be the first involved in those builds. We do too. We want to work with turbo builds. We have lots of nitrous builds for these units. These pistons were designed for that. If you think you might run nitrous later or you might run turbo later, guys, this is it. This is what you want. That's what these are designed for. These are forged pistons, thicker wrist pins. The rings are just phenomenal. Everything about them are performance. So if you're running a turbo build, you keep seeing on the internet people are blowing their turbo builds up for a couple of things. My first opinion is they don't got the tune right and they're running them too lean. Got to give a turbo a lot of fuel. Other thing is the stock piston's not designed for that. They can't take that large boost heat, especially with no fuel involved in it. These pistons will sustain that. They're forged pistons. That's what they're designed for.
Right.
Other scenarios is they're lighter. So I have posted stuff before on the weights and everything for them. This is a better piston, a forged piston, but it's also lighter than the stock. Terry Stewart is great about designing stuff. He designs performance stuff and knows how to get the weight out of the piston and still keep it extremely strong. If you're doing a turbo build or may do a nitrous build in the future, this is also a great piston for that. One thing that I've seen a whole lot of is, let's say you mud runners. Seems like everybody with their C-Forces and stuff are doing the mud builds with the huge tires and everything. Man, nitrous is so awesome for that. I love to put nitrous on it for that scenario. These pistons are great for that. Dump that nitrous on top of it. Quick, easy power for you guys that are just running those drag races or those mud race builds and stuff. What they were designed for. But if you just doing your replacement pistons, you got a lot of miles on your unit, it can be used for that too.
Yeah, you know, you may just want to do just a good, reliable build that will last even longer than your stock. Then when you rebuild it, use these pistons and you'll be good to go for a long time.
Right, exactly. Just a great scenario here. Other things that you see is with the better ring seals, you do gain a little bit of power. These pistons as a drop-in piston are not really designed that you're going to see just humongous power increases just by throwing it in there, but you do see some power increases.
Yeah.
These would be, like Blake said, great drop-in pistons for the guy just needing to freshen up. If you're putting a lot of boost on your engine, you're not looking for a higher compression piston. In fact, you would want to use your 11.5 stock bore, and depending on what boost, you may want to call us up and special order something with less compression, depending on how much boost and how much pressure you're going to put in there. So don't think just because you're doing a big turbo build, you want that 12.5 to 1 compression ratio. That is more for your drag racers that are looking for max power. You can put some nitrous on with it. And if you got your engine built correctly, which you're gonna need rods and other stuff to put 12.5 and a lot of boost on there, you just be making a monster. I don't think you guys are ready for that yet. So just keep in mind what they're designed for. Your racer, this would also be a good performance upgrade piston, and this is your just your replacement piston, or if you're going to put boost on it, stuff like that. You can ask us questions though when you're building.
Yeah.
We now have several ways to tune stuff. So we've got the power ECUs available now. You can buy any of these kits, and if you let me know what you're building on, we'll have custom maps that can already be put in the ECU and shipped out.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And we will be doing a whole lot more of that in the future, and coming out with more stuff. Right now, we have maps for the for just your 12s and your 11.5s.
Yeah.
As a piston replacement. We got that in the ECU tunes if you want to ship in your ECU. We also have it in like the My Genius scenario.
Yeah, the do-it-yourself too.
Yeah. So let's say you're going to put nitrous on it and you want to play. My Genius is a good scenario because we can load up to several maps load up on that.
Right.
So you could have a nitrous map, you could have a non-nitrous map, you could have...
yeah, that'd be very good for that kind of person,
yeah,
for sure.
Maybe some of you guys are mud riding on the weekend and need a better air filter scenario to keep that dirt, mud out, dirty race, whatever. And then you got your really open intake scenario for your drag racing or something, or just wanting to mess with your buddy on the weekends. That's what's good about My Genius. It's several maps. So just trying to give some information of why you would want a My Genius.
Yeah, that's good.
And it's because you can just, once you've got those maps, you can swap between them.
That's right.
Power ECU. Another great scenario is you could have your stock ECU, or if you're gonna run nitrous or something, you could have your power ECU with that map already installed in it. Or if you don't want to wait on your ECU to be shipped in, you can use the power ECU, just buy it, it gets shipped to you.
Right.
A lot of you guys are scared about the warranty scenarios. I have never seen an ECU tune cause you a warranty problem.
Right.
Manufacturers, different brand manufacturers do different things. So in the Harley world, yes, if we tune your ECU and you go to the Harley dealership, first thing Digital Tech does is look and see if the ECU's been tuned. In the CFMOTO world and most of your Powersports world, the technician doesn't have the tool nor the knowledge to know if it's been tuned or not. The only way he'll know it is if you told him. Don't take everything I'm saying as gospel, but of course, Main Street Cycle, largest CFMOTO dealer in the world, never had an ECU tune cause a warranty issue.
Yeah.
So we'll just leave that there. But that is a reason to buy that, is if you went to the dealer, you could put your stock ECU back on it for the guys that are scared of that scenario happening to them.
That's right.
So the best selling is ship in your ECU.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
Yeah.
It's just your most budget friendly.
Right.
And you're getting the same tune and everything. You're just gonna have to ship your ECU to us.
Right, and I try to be extremely quick with those. So if you ship it in, unless there's something that you put in your paperwork that I want to do some more testing on, I get it back out within 24 hours. Usually the next morning,
It's
I
being
get those
shipped
back
back.
out.
Yep.
Yeah, ready to go. Sometimes I keep it just a little longer, and it's usually just because I'm trying to make sure that I'm giving you guys the best option possible
That's
for
right.
what we have. I have asked for lots of details from you guys with the paperwork, and it still drives me crazy that you guys don't give it to me. When those ECUs come into me, we've got a section for aftermarket exhaust. I want to know what aftermarket exhaust. Does it got a head pipe? What brand is it? You don't realize we have multiple tunes, 10, 15 tunes already that we've dyno tested with different exhaust scenarios. And when you put aftermarket exhaust, you're kind of limiting yourself on what I could do for you. Because I have a tune for aftermarket exhaust, but let's say you got an RJWC on there. Well, I have a tune for an RJWC. Might not be much of a change, but I'm very picky. And why not give me the information I need to get you the very best tune?
That's right.
And not a good tune.
Yeah. Make it exactly like you need it for your machine.
Right.
And we can do that for you because you've put in the hours and the time to get them built specific for all kinds of different applications.
Right. So yeah, give me a lot of information. We want to do the best job that we can.
That's right.
We will move on past that, and the reason I wanted to bring up the ECU stuff the most is if you're running higher compression pistons and stuff, it's gonna have to have a tune, whether it be an MSC tune or something you guys can do yourself. Just keep in mind, it's got to be tuned. If you're doing your drop-in piston, man, it is still such a benefit to get the ECU tune, but it is not a have-to situation. You could put this in there and run it, but it is not recommended. Why in the world would you spend so much money on such a high quality part and not have your air fuel ratio right or your timing right? Wouldn't make any sense to me.
No, it wouldn't. Yeah.
Budget yourself for your tune when you're doing this stuff. Same goes for clutch kits. Can't believe you guys are spending such money on clutch kits and not grabbing yourself a tune while you're getting it. But we ain't gonna get into that either. So let's go to the heads. We've been working on the MSC heads. You can see they're laser engraved. It's kind of hard. Team MSC. So the heads won't be on the website today. Pistons are going on the website today. Heads will probably go on the website in the next week. We've got just a little bit more testing that we want to do with these. We work with great companies. We do the porting. We have flow benches. Y'all probably seen the machine shop here at DC Cycle. Just like with the heads, this is one of our flow bench fixture plates for the ZFORCE heads, where we can open the valves up, test the flows and all that stuff. So they're CNC ported. We do our port designs and everything, and then we have a company that can digitize that. And it is crazy what CNCs can do nowadays. They can take any port that you've got, smooth them out, and make them better. But the biggest thing is they're humongous copy machines. If your port is not good from the beginning, the copy machine will just be copying a bad port. So it is very important to have a good port, a good flowing port, and something that works. And then we use a copy machine, which is a CNC. So these are CNC ported. You can see the valve guide release, really just made for flow. This will be our version 1 heads. They have stock valves back in them with just better seat profiles. You can see our intake, port designs for it. So just another scenario, let's say you had a motor grenade, you need new heads and stuff. Depending on your budget, think about getting your heads from MSC that are already ported. Yeah, about all I can say with the heads right now. Just a better designed head, better flowing head, and would be a great replacement head.
Yes.
These will really get radical in the next few months as we go with bigger valves, lighter valves, and that sort of thing. So just throwing that out there, really it's a piston video, but just showing some other options we have. We also have big bore options.
Yeah, we ain't talked about that big boy.
Right. Or overbore, we'll call it, because we're coming out with even larger bores. So you can use these pistons, because they're standard bore pistons, with your stock cylinders, and that's what they were designed for. This is our sleeve cylinder version for our big bore stuff, our overbore stuff. This is, you can see how much larger these are as far as our big bore. No.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But these are high quality bores. So we bored these cylinders out. You can see the sleeve part is still inside of our skirt. The new big bores that are coming out have to have a bigger sleeve, almost to the point of this being bored completely out. And we're still working on the design for it, whether we'll just take it out. But this is our big bore sleeve. So when you start going with the big bores, you don't have enough material in your stock sleeve. If you board it out to the big bores, it's very, very thin. Well, again, we didn't want to compromise on quality, so we just went ahead and sleeved everything that we do as far as a big bore scenario. And you can see this is high quality. It is a perfect machine. You can see the crosshatch for our bore jobs. It's just everything is high quality. So this is MSC cylinders that will be available with their overbore or big bore, but we're not releasing that just quite yet. We're starting out with releasing our stock bore pistons, and probably will be releasing our big bore within the next couple weeks, as we still got to get our ECU tunes dialed in. We got new partnerships with Powersports calibrations that we've been working with, and also Jan Eric over there has been working with the big bore stuff on it. He had the ideal for even a huge or the biggest big bore that we've seen on these things, and that is in the making right now, and we'll do more videoing about it later. Anything I'm leaving out, Blake? I know I was talking a lot.
I think you got it, man. The compressor said we're done. Oh man, and my voice is about gone.
Sorry about that.
But
the Dyno uses air for its brake, and we got to use that compressor.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, yeah. So man, that's exciting. A lot of cool stuff. So that means that we will definitely be doing a follow-up video here shortly. It's been cool to see this thing run. So stay tuned for more videos of this big bore stuff on the dyno and all that good stuff. But we do have, like you said, the stock piston sizes with the different compression options available on the website, teammscparts.com. So you can go check that out. I'll put a link down in the description of this video. And if you're watching this video at a later date, like maybe you're catching this a few weeks after I posted it, you need to check the website and also skim through the videos, because we may have all this other stuff that Dave has been talking about ready for you. So pretty exciting stuff. Dave, you think that's it?
I think so. You just said what I was thinking in my head. Look at the dates.
Yeah, definitely.
Because this is like it's the very beginning of our releases. We've been working on this stuff for 2 years.
2 years,
now.
yeah.
Very picky though. I want stuff perfect when it goes out.
That's right.
But, we are looking for, like I see a lot of you guys racing. I love to see that. You know, all of our backgrounds are racing. If you do a lot of racing and you got good resumes that you can send in, we're looking for you guys. We're looking for you guys to even start trying some of our products. So we're looking for about, I'd say, 5 to 10 people that can prove that they're riding their units and are racing to join our team and start testing our products. So keep that in mind. Send your resumes to Main Street Cycle, Team MSC, and let's see what you guys can help us with our program, and that maybe we can help you with yours.
That's right. That's right. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. A lot of info here, but a lot of cool things happening. This kind of stuff doesn't happen overnight, that's for sure. We want it to be right before it gets into your hands. So once it's listed on the website and it's available, it's ready for you. And then not only that, but we will be here for you after the fact, so that we can help you with anything in the future, you know. So God bless y'all. As always, remember to keep it real. We'll see you in the next one.